Working with your team, your first challenge is going to be to take a look at a bean mosaic project designed by a student from last year's class, and then try to figure out the value. Once you know how to figure out the value, it is much simpler to start designing your own and interpreting what the value is. So when I look at this, my first objective is to take a look at the key over here. I notice these dark reds, and it's hard to see. The tenths, I'm sorry, that's actually black. The ones are white. The tens are a little bit larger reddish color. And the hundreds are a green color. So when I take a look at this bean mosaic, I'm going to try and figure out how much of each color there are. There's only this one green one over here. So I can just start writing down for myself. My hundreds is only, my hundreds is just 1. I only have 1 in the hundreds place. Next, I'm going to start looking at how many black beans I have. Those are my tenths. I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a red one over there. 10. So my tenths, my black beans, are tenths. And I have 10 tenths. I have 100, 10 tenths, and now in my red beans, this one is just red, so my red beans are my tens, and I just have 1 10. The next are my white beans, and my white are ones. So I'm going to have to count that to see how many I have of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and I actually think one fell off right here. That would be 38, and I think they're supposed to be 39. I knocked a couple of them off. So I am going to say that there are 39 ones. So if I have, and just remember that my hundreds was 1. So if I have 100, 10 tenths, 1 10, and 39 ones, what's the value of that? What I want you to think about is actually going to a place value chart, and let's represent that. I have 1 in the hundreds place, so I'm going to put a 1 in the hundreds. I have 10, remember, in the tenths place. So write 10 in the tenths place. I have 39 in my ones. And I have 1 in my tens place. So you're going to get a bean mosaic to take a look at and try and figure out the value. And then you can compare with other teams and see if you agree or not. You'll also have a place value chart to work with. So once you get to this point, we want to start in the smallest place value. Say this is my tens, 10 tens, that's a little too crowded. So I'm going to take this 1 over here, just leaving a 0, and I'm going to move the 1 this way. I already had 39 ones. So now I'm adding 1 more 1 that I shifted over. Now I have 40 ones. See how I add those together? So I had 39, now I have 40. I'm going to cross this off so it doesn't get too crowded. But this is too crowded right now, so I'm going to move this 4 over here. I already had 1 10, and now I'm adding 4 more 10s, giving me a total of 5 10s. That's not too crowded. So the number that I'm left with, let me just line it up down here so we can see it better. I have 1 in my hundreds place. I have 5 in my tens. I have 0 in my ones. And I have 0 in my tens. So the number that this made, if you cracked the code properly, is 150. Now with your math team, I want you to go ahead and try that out and see if you can crack the code of the mural you're given.